This is Adil. He has the technical skills and the ambition to reach the top of his field, yet he produces nothing. He possesses every ingredient for a successful career, but he lacks a way to actually move his hands and start the work. His progress is stalled by a specific habit. He assigns every difficult or meaningful task to a version of himself that exists only in the future. On a balance sheet, high potential with zero execution is indistinguishable from having no talent at all. Adil is trapped by a mental accounting error. His brain treats time as if it were an infinite, self-replenishing bank account, rather than a dwindling supply. When he says, "I'll start tomorrow," his brain registers that plan as a victory. He feels the relief of having a solution without actually facing the task. This diagram shows the imbalance. He collects the emotional reward of a plan, while the physical cost side remains empty. This loop burns his present hours to fuel a future fantasy, while his hourglass drains constantly. In the heat of the moment, this logic feels sound. Procrastination seems like a safe way to manage his energy. But every time he pushes a deadline, he is aggressively borrowing against a future that he is already making impossible to achieve. A village elder takes Adil to a once fertile plot. Now the earth is cracked, and the remaining stalks have crumbled into dust. The elder points to the barren soil. This isn't just a failed farm. It is a physical map of a life where the right actions were taken at the wrong time. He explains the immutable law of time. Time acts as a decaying asset. It is a resource that loses its value the longer it sits unused. If you fail to drop the seed exactly when the moisture is present in the soil hardens. The opportunity to grow doesn't stay open, it expires forever. The elder's warning is simple. Time does not wait for you to feel ready. It moves forward, leaving those who hesitate with nothing but dust. Adil realizes that his tomorrow wasn't a harmless delay. Every day he waited, he was watching a piece of his life wither and die. Adil understands now that he can't wait for a perfect season of high motivation. If time is decaying, he has to use whatever fragments of it he has today. He stops making grand promises and builds a system. Adil's new daily routine acts as a sturdy mechanical bridge. It is designed to get him moving before his brain has a chance to argue for another delay. He uses micro efforts. He takes a massive, overwhelming project and breaks it down into small, 5-minute actions. These tiny actions bypass his fear of hard work. The cubes snap together, creating a chain of progress spanning the entire length of the project. Focusing on small, mechanical steps removes the need for willpower. He isn't fighting laziness anymore. He's just following the routine. He has found the mathematical truth of productivity. Sustainable momentum comes from daily systems, not future intentions. Years later, Adil has achieved mastery. He stands as a respected figure in his industry, surrounded by the results of his labor. This success grew from a very specific habit. He stopped looking for a single moment to make a massive impact. Instead, he relied on mustaqil mizaji, or consistency. This is the behavioral equivalent of compound interest. By making small, daily investments in his work, Adil generated a yield that eventually grew far larger than any single frantic burst of effort could ever produce. Lasting success is the inevitable result of these small actions being allowed to compound over time. Adil's story leaves us with a cold reality. Time is the only capital you cannot earn back once it is spent. Tomorrow is an exit ramp. It is a place where dreams go to be forgotten while we feel good about planning them. If you wait for the perfect conditions or the right mood, you are essentially choosing to fail. The only time that actually exists for you to change your life is today, and right now. Stop negotiating with your future. Take one concrete step toward your goal the second this video ends. Choose today.